Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new here, I am Psychic Payola Love. You can book your own personal private reading with me. All my information is linked in the description box below, or you can go directly to my website, psychicpayolalove.com. Make sure you follow us on Station Head, because that's where we talk about all the stuff we can't overhear this weekend. On Saturday, we will be talking about the Jackson family, and the following week will be the DeBarges. But on Sunday, we're gonna have a watch party and watch and discuss the Harry and Meghan Oprah interview. So I just saw a preview of it on Yahoo, and I was like, oh my God, like I feel like we're all gonna cry. Just really like hearing from them, like what they went through. Like I feel like it's gonna be really emotional, especially Harry was bringing up his mom and everything. It was just like, oh. Like I was already tearing up just watching the preview, and they didn't really even say anything. So we were talking about this on Station Head this morning. Again, Station Head, we're over there every morning as well, Monday through Friday, doing daily spirit messages. But we were talking about Atlantic, Payola, cardboard box, and all of that. And, you know, how she claimed that she had some sort of hate train in 2018. So I just want to see, is the Payola stuff true? What's going to happen? And, you know, if she really did go through a hate train, and if one is coming, because it does seem like, you know, all of a sudden the tide has shifted where she's constantly getting called out and everybody's like back on the We Love Nikki train. So, which you see, she's that little Libra baby. Libra's the sign of justice, and all of a sudden everybody wants to love her again. Told y'all. Papa Bear was coming to bring some karma. So, Spirit, please join us and answer any questions that we have about Payola, the label named Atlantic, and Offset's wife who pretends to be a rapper. Thank you, Spirit. Please bless and protect all that we ask about in this reading, as well as all who participate and watch. Thank you, Spirit. Amen. Spirit, let's just start here. Does Atlantic use Payola behind their artists? Thank you, Spirit. Does Atlantic use Payola when it comes to their artists? Yes or no? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. The underlying energy is the Two of Swords, the Devil card, but then Justice. I think that answered it right there, right? So, I mean, we have the Emperor and the Six of Coins. The Emperor representing the label, the people who are in charge of it, and then offering this money out. So yes, they do. The funny thing is, though, we have both the World card, the Karma card, as well as the Tower card here. So this isn't gonna work anymore. And shit's about to get real bad for them. Sorry guys, I have my phone plugged in, and I knocked the charger, so it moved the camera. And also, if you guys are wondering what's going on with my hair, I washed it. It's not completely dry yet. I was waiting for it to dry so that I could straighten it and trim it. But I was like, I don't want to wait hours before I can sit down and record. So, because I don't blow dry my hair, I just let it air dry. And then I do whatever to afterwards to minimize as much heat damage as I can. So, I mean, they've, you know, played dirty for so long that their karma is going to come up. I also feel like there's two men that are really going to be instrumental in really completely 100% exposing everything that's gone on. This feels like one of those like investigative journalism, like, you know, kind of things that happens. And it's gonna be like, it's not just gonna be like, oh, somebody on Instagram or somebody on, no, like this feels like something like New York Times, like investigation, 60 Minutes, like something from a very reputable and very well-known, you know, publication is going to expose what has gone on. They've also played a part in making sure that not only were their artists being played, but paying enough so that other radio stations wouldn't stream people that they didn't want to be promoted. So it's like, okay, so for example, we will just use Cardboard Box versus the Queen of Rap, Nicki. And if y'all haven't noticed yet, we have Barb channel over here. If you're part of the Bird Gang, you probably won't enjoy yourself here. So just exit now. So, and before you want to say anything or call anybody anything, Nicki and Kenny's ancestors like us over here too, and so does Kanye's. So, and plus we have our own ancestors, so I don't really mess with us because we be learning some shit over here. So, anyways, but it's like, you know, say they both came out with music around the same time. Well, of course, Atlantic is going to be calling up Hot 97 or this radio station or that radio station and being like, okay, so here's some money to stream Cardboard Box's latest trash song. But also on top of it, here's some extra money for you to not play Nicki's music. Well, they can no longer get away with that. I mean, they already have an investigation going on. But they've still been behind the scenes trying to figure out different ways that they can do it. Hence, me and other people getting copyright strikes when we did not include any copyrighted content in our videos, because y'all know my ass can't edit, because if I did, at least I'd have some decent thumbnails. But then I kind of also like my shady faces in the thumbnails sometimes. But, you know, when it catches you, you're all like, because you're like breathing and moving, like then it doesn't really look great. But on the other hand, it's like, we didn't include any, and I'm not the only person that happened to, because they put filters and stuff like on different, you know, back end stuff so that they can trigger it. It's like, oh, they're talking bad, they're exposing this, they're doing this, they're doing that, you know, we gotta flag that channel, that video, whatever. So it's still gonna come to light because we have this judgment card here with the Page of Coins and the Nine of Cups and the Three of Swords, talking about things, you know, coming out about them interfering in other people's livelihoods, basically. Because I mean, you wanted to spread the rumor that Nicki was stopping people's bags. Meanwhile, this whole time you've been trying to stop Nicki's bags and everybody else's so you can promote Cardboard Box. Somebody at their label is actually going to face jail time behind this. And it is because of those payments. You guys, I would not be surprised if their label ends up falling apart and them having to dissolve it and have people like be, you know, given the option of either you can go independent or, you know, Def Jam's gonna buy us out and you guys are all gonna become, you know, their artists or something. But there is something here about things falling apart and people having to completely walk away so that, because the truth came out about the lies, deception, payola and sympathy, and we're gonna see a lot of their artists, you guys, not do very well. Let's just say that before everything really falls apart, when they really feel like we can't do any sort of payola or trying to stop anything in its tracks, we're gonna see people's numbers dropping, and it'll be like, oh, why? Oh, guess what? Because they actually only really get 1,000 actual streams and all the rest of it's robots, you know, and so it's really gonna come crashing down around them. And okay, Spirit, does the person we refer to on this page as Cardboard Box know that payola is being used? her behalf. Thank you, Spirit. Does the wrapper that we refer to as cardboard box know that Payola is being used to promote her? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Well, we all know she's not the brightest. It's really, honestly, her choosing to believe that it's not being used. She really, tries to convince herself that, you know, the love that she receives is genuine and that it really is due to her hard work. But I don't know what hard work she thinks she put in, but I mean, yes, sometimes you have to be on set for 18 hours learning choreography and filming yourself licking other people in the middle of a fucking pandemic like an idiot. But we're talking about the hard work as in I wrote hundreds of raps, put out all these mixtapes and sold them out the back of my truck, was on MySpace grinding my ass off, going and doing all these shows and getting my name out there until finally, you know, I made it the way that other people have. So, you know, there is the difference there between I worked my ass off to get here and just I had a couple long nights at work, okay? And I disrespectfully mean every damn thing I'm saying right now. So she is really gonna be so mad and fighting with everybody. Because let's just face it, we call Meek Twitter fingers, but cardboard box is just as much, if not more, of a Twitter fingers than he is. With this Sun card, when the truth comes out about what's been hidden in the dark, she is going to be so upset, fighting everybody, denying it, or trying to make up some BS. Like, well, it wasn't on me, though. It was on everybody else. They only did it for people after me or before me or some shit. It's like, really? So if they have 100 artists on their roster and 99 of them use Payola, but you're supposedly the only one who didn't, okay, sure. You guys, we have the Palace of Cups and the Nine of Cups in reverse. She's going to lose a lot of the public favor. A lot. Oh, boy. But at the other side of this, with this underlying energy, the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Three of Swords, she was also a willing participant in the manipulation and playing into the hate train. I know somebody said earlier, like, it was Quavo's fault. This was Atlantic's doing. Maybe Quavo, you know, exacerbated it or whatever, but no, it's like when they were like, ooh, stay away from her, don't mess with her, blah, 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 blah. And then he's sitting there feeding into her ear too when everybody else is, then of course, but let's face it, she's a slave to the money and to the 360. Spirit. Are more and more people going to go independent? What is going to happen to the record industry overall? Thank you. If you guys have any questions about Nikki, we do those every Friday live over here, so please save them for then. I also, you guys have to understand, I'm tuned in while I'm doing the video, but then as soon as I'm done, I'm like recording another video, talking to my kid, doing something around my house. talking to a client, so I leave the energy, so I can't just hop back in and out to answer questions in the comments all the time either. Plus, if you've been here, you know, I actually have arthritis in my hands, so that's why I don't even do email readings anymore, and I try to type as little as possible if I can help it. All right. And reading requests need to be on the community tab, and I will open up the list when I am done with the previous month. Spirit, what is going to happen with the record industry? Thank you. Yeah, we're going to see as the truth comes out, there's going to be more and more people that actually end up going independent, just because that's going to be what's the new wave. Because it's going to be like, okay, yeah, I have to pay for stuff myself, but I also get to keep all my money, and I get to manage it, and I get to decide what happens, and I don't have to dumb down my music or only work with people you push on me or whatever. So we are going to see a huge wave of more and more artists breaking free from this and really going out on their own. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't end up having to pay out a bunch of money in lawsuits to people. And I do feel Nicki getting a bag off of them too for all that they have done to try to, you know, stop things from working out for her. Because it feels like not even like she goes and sues them, just like a judge is like, so these are the artists that you guys were messing with, and you need to pay them because you prevented them from making as much money as they should have by interfering with that. So there is going to be a lot of lawsuit settlements being paid out, as well as people trying to sue for the money for those 360s that they were in. I don't feel everybody being super successful with the 360 thing, because the judge is going to be like, you willingly signed that and it's a contract. But I do feel them, you know, because there's this justice card, the Emperor and the Queen of Coins here, with those piles of coins behind it of having to pay people out because of things that happened. And see, since she's showing up as the Queen of Wands energy in this, well, here's the Karma card. Here's your Tower moment. And we have the Ace of Wands. So this year, your hate train begins, which I've already predicted before, but it's being confirmed right here. But see, there's more and more people successfully walking away and freeing themselves from this situation. A lot of people will end up going, you know, to other labels and whatnot, but there's going to be more and more people who are going to really be, you know, going in a different direction and just doing it on their own. So, Spirit, is there anything else we need to know? Is the hate train towards Nicki at its final end for good, Spirit? Thank you. I mean, don't forget, there's always some slow ones who don't realize that we're not in that energy anymore and that they can let it go. So they'll still try to drag it, but it's just, don't feed into hate. Don't feed into negativity. Don't respond to it. Just, you know, if somebody's saying something that upsets you, go stream Anaconda for good skin. Actually, like we were saying on a station head this morning, go please your ancestors so they help your manifestations happen sooner by streaming every Nicki Minaj song today. Nicki's ancestors will like you. And I want Nicki's ancestors to like me. Because trust me, she's got some real powerful ones. I don't want them being mad at me. That's why when people say Onika's voodoo is strong, that's Onika's ancestors kicking your ass. And she didn't have to light a candle, do a voodoo doll or nothing. Her ancestors just like, bitch, you want to mess with my baby? That's it. And Spirit said the hate train hitting Cardi is going to completely make her leave the music industry. And she will be trying to be like, I didn't know, and they checked me, as it comes out more and more. She'll just end up doing movies. I mean, like I said, it literally is knockoff J-Lo. We call her Jello. Cardboard box. Payola B. Anything but your name, because you don't deserve it no more. See, this is the thing. She has so much bad karma coming to her for playing such a big part in this. Because you literally contributed to so much hate towards somebody that didn't deserve and really didn't do anything towards you. Like, this is the thing, guys. Nikki is not Lil' Kim. Nikki does not just, like, walk out into this world with a bunch of hate and jealousy and competition with other women. And it's like, so she never found Cardi to be a threat. She was just like, okay, cool, whatever. There's a new girl in rap. Awesome. It's that, you know, this all happened and Cardboard was forced to, or willingly chose to, because again, she's a pawn for money. And it's like, you chose to be involved to a certain degree. That's karma is going to come back and get your ass. So, okay, I'm going to have to do a separate reading on this because this girl be facing some jail time. She's about to have a real rough year, you guys. Because here is this Tower card again crossing her. And followed by 9 of Swords and this 5 of Cups. But it is because Moon card, 4 of Wands, and this 9 of Wands and this 5 of Swords. It's like you sabotaged yourself by joining this hate train and by manipulating people and being involved in attacking somebody else. And, you know, here is Nikki. Justice card, 10 of Coins, Queen of Coins, 9 of Cups. Here comes all the love for her and all the hate is going back to the other person now. Yay, no more hate train. And Nikki's going to be so successful. You guys, Nikki's going to make a lot of money this next couple years too. A lot. Like, I wouldn't be surprised because I know, and congratulations, because they updated her net worth to 150 million. But I also keep getting, she might actually earn like $100 million in 1 year coming up. Her ancestors are heavy around her. Heavy on the mac sauce. So, and this is the thing, you guys. Listen, since we're talking about how we're all going to watch the Harry and Meghan interview, we all feel bad for what they went through. Nikki went through the same exact thing. So even if you don't like her, have some empathy, because if you're going to feel bad for Harry and Meghan, understand that Nikki was under the same kind of attack and she went through the same pain, the same heartache, and the same stress that they did. And so if we're going to extend grace and sympathy and empathy to somebody for going through that, then we need to also put it for her as well, because neither one of them ever did anything to deserve that. Cardboard box, on the other hand, this is her freaking karma. But anybody that's always saying this is Nikki's karma for what? Nikki never did anything to anybody to deserve any of the shit that she has gone through. So check yourself and your hatred when you say things like that. Anyways, guys, I love you all so very much. I will see you again soon. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and talk to you later. Bye.